Hey guys, it's Cam here. It's Thursday the 8th of February. Just got in the email from MotorMapped with all the GPX files for the Dusty and the fuel chart stuff. So I haven't looked at it yet, so I thought I'd take you guys and we'll do a quick flyover of where we're going this year for the Dusty Butt. And so this year it's on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Normally it's on a Friday, Saturday, Sunday, so it's going to be a bit different. But yeah, we'll get into it and we'll see what tracks we're doing this year. So let's go. Okay guys, so yeah, I've just brought the GPX file into Google Maps, and it's a good way to actually look at the maps on a bigger screen like the computer. So we can see here, if we click over you can see my mouse, Friday main, which is like Tuesday main and Tuesday challenge. You can see that we're coming at a fairly and I guess the normal way. And if I just zoom in a little bit, you can see here that there's a little bit of difference here. So this is a little steep section that we had last year for the first time, or you can go around it on the normal main section. So yeah, it looks like it's normal for the first day, and what I'll do is I also brought it into Google Earth, which is pretty cool. So you can see here, like we're down in New Zealand, South Island, New Zealand, starting off in Fairlie, and it's a pretty neat tool, Google Maps, or Google Earth, sorry, because you get to get an appreciation of where we're going, and you can see like Fairlie's over here going through behind the school, and then we sort of jump through a bit of farm land and then go through some paper roads. But you can see we're riding along this sort of top of this hill, and then the coast is out through here. So this is where like Timaru is there. So we work our way along this top of this hill line. You sort of work your way down, get onto the road, get into cave, and then you sort of climb up over the hill, and then you get to some long straight dusty roads, but it's pretty neat. So you're working through, computer's a little bit laggy here. There we go. But pretty neat countryside. I work all the way down. Zoom out a bit. So you can see we go all the way through to Waimate, and then we come back through. But if we zoom all the way down in here, you can see we get lower. So we actually come back on ourselves. You wouldn't know it without looking at the map, right? But you're coming through this side, and then we're actually going up over around that range and coming back down through here. Turn off at Cattle Creek and then work our way through to Kurau. And then the bypass, or the main track, then sort of comes through around here and works our way through Danzies Pass, which is a really nice ride. It's cool scenery. You can look where you're going. This is so awesome. Yeah, so Danzies Pass is pretty damn awesome, but I like to go, if we come back over to Kurau, then this is the old, come up through here, you get to the old Awakino ski field road. Yeah, so here's Kurau, and yeah, you work your way up through here, and then at this section here, there's a, you go across the river, and then you hook into some farmland, and you start working your way up through here, and you can see some pretty gnarly climbs. There's all these switchbacks. It's pretty steep, and then you sort of work over. Try and give you perspective. Now you can see that the blue track is washing out on Google Earth, but you get the gist of it, right? You're sort of working over, and yeah, it's really awesome through here. Like, you can sort of see where you're going. You're right up in the mountains. We've had snow one year, actually 2014 when I did it. There was snow and it was pretty neat. But yeah, you keep working through, and eventually you will you'll drop back down, and this is the bypass, or the Danzies Pass, where you come back through. But this is a neat ride, and when you actually, on the days, the years that it goes in reverse, it's pretty cool climbing up through here. Really loose rock. You got to keep the momentum up, keep the gas on. It's yeah, real fun. And then yeah, so this is where you come back in, and now there's an intersection here. We'll just see which way we're going this time. So if I go Friday Main, does it highlight it? Let me switch back over to Google Earth. So Friday Main. So you can see here actually Friday Challenge. So this is the bit that we just flew over, and this is the intersection. So you're carrying on straight. Okay, so we'll go back to Google Earth. So yeah, so you're coming through here, and on Tuesday, yeah, we'll go straight through here. We'll catch back up on this on Thursday on the way back, but keep hooking through. I'll turn that off. And you get down into this basin, which is pretty neat. You see all the blue air, that's where you travel on the Dusty. It's flipping awesome. Turn off here at Poolburn, I should say. Omakau. Come through here. I don't actually know what it's called. I can't remember. Matt would know. He's good at remembering all this. But yeah, it's a really cool section up through here. Can get really windy at times, especially on the way down through here. But you work your way down, and then eventually you'll come out at the lake, the Clutha River, where you'll come into Cromwell. So you work your way through, and then you come back out, and then what is it? Lake Dunstan, I think. Yep. Come down to Cromwell, cross the bridge, and then you go through Cromwell, go through Bannockburn, and then you come up here, and it's like, I think it's the Pylon Road, and it's a pretty neat climb. There's nice flowy ruts and stuff. It's pretty neat. So you work your way up here, and then this is getting close up to the Nevis, so you can see all the blue over here. This is what we'll do the next day. Actually, you're coming down through here, and then you go to the Old Man Old Woman range. But on the Tuesday, we're going to come up and turn here, and then we'll work our way back down into Clyde, So you work your way down through, keep going. Pretty neat land, so like you can see the coast and everything. Oh no, that's not the coast, that's the map. That's another ride, it's just washed out. But yeah, you keep working down. Too far. And drop down into Clyde. Over there's the bridge. So you go across the bridge, and then you work your way up, and you go on the road to into Alex, which is over here. So that's essentially day 1, and then day 2. So we'll just have a look which way we go. So I'll go to Google Maps. So now we've worked our way through. You can see this is where you come down and go across at Cromwell, up and over, down to Alex. And then we want to do Saturday morning. So we're coming through Alex. Turn off at Roxburgh. Okay. And then you're just doing this big ass loop back to Alex. So let's go and have a look at that. So here we go. We're in Alex. Go across the bridge. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, okay, no, it's nothing. Just 2 tracks. And yeah, you just keep working. I'll zoom out a bit. Down here. So in the afternoon we'll come about here. Up here is the obelisk, I believe. Yeah, there it is. But yeah, we'll get to that shortly. But yeah, keep going straight. We'll actually do this ride, this part of the road on the last day. But for now, we will keep heading down through to Roxburgh. And then we'll make a turn. Oh, it's actually not quite Roxburgh, it's before Roxburgh, but make a turn, and then we start to head up here. Something's up. Not sure what's going on because it doesn't want to pan and move. Here we go. So yeah, keep climbing. We'll eventually work our way up through here, and then you start heading down, and this is Piano Flats area. So you get all those stepping rocks and stuff. It's pretty cool. And then you work your way down the hill and get out. Very slippery if it's wet through here. Get through all this forestry section. And then yeah, it's really beautiful through here. Really fast flowing gravel road. And then you keep working out to Wakaya. Grab a Jimmy's pie. Fuel up with gas, and then you basically head out down here, and eventually we'll carry on, and then we'll start climbing up the Nevis. So actually I think we get a pie in Lumsden. Actually, yeah, so ignore me. We'll fuel up in Lumsden. And then you get on to the start of Saturday afternoon, or will be Wednesday afternoon in our case, and you're working through. But look at that scenery, man, that's awesome. Working through, and then we'll climb up the Nevis. There's a big turn. Just where are we going? Yeah, you come through, turn off, and there's some pretty cool gravel roads in here. And yeah, this is where you start climbing up to get into the Nevis. So a few switchbacks and stuff. sorry about this. For some reason it's not wanting to play ball. Up through here, and then yeah, there's, I don't know how many river crossings there are, but it's fun, man. Like, you're just working through the Nevis. You can see here you get close to where we were the day before. I'll just zoom in a bit, and you can sort of see. But yeah, she's pretty neat, man. Just check out where you're riding. Come through, work through here, and then eventually get to the old man or woman range. Is the old man range. And then yeah, here's the obelisk. So you come through and then you drop down, turn at Fruitlands, and then back to Alex. And that's day 2. So from memory, that's pretty much identical to what we did last year in 2023. And then jump back here. So then Sunday challenge. Yeah, so you basically head out of Alex the same way as we did the day before. Carry on through, turn on off at Roxburgh, cross the river, and then you do some. It's really nice. It's awesome up through here. So it's flowing gravel roads, some nice overhills, sort of. It's pretty cool. The sun's coming up. It's awesome. But you keep working down. And then here in Lawrence, there's normally a massive queue to get gas, and then you jump across the road and grab the compulsory Jimmy's pie. Okay, so basically this is the Lammerlaws, I think. I always get the name wrong, so don't. Yeah, it is. I was right. Yeah, the Lammerlaws. This is the through here is one year you would have heard of Chris Birch, Say No to Slow. He ran out of gas one year, and me and my DR with the massive big fuel tank, I gave him a couple of litres of gas to keep him going. So the old DR is keeping the KTM factory racing guy going. So that was pretty cool. So yeah, we'll jump back to Google Earth. So Sunday, yeah, you come back down through here, and then you turn off, go across at Roxburgh, but I'll just zoom in here and you can sort of see where we're looking. So work your way through, really cool flowing gravel roads. It is a bit of a pain if it's dusty, but it's awesome, man. You can really hook along there. Work your way through. You'll get to Miller's Flat, and then you'll come through, and then I think it's part of the old rail trail. I'm not 100% sure, but you get through and you work along the Clutha, along the river there. And it's pretty neat. You can sort of see really nice views of the river as you're hooking through. And then you work through back on the main road down to Lawrence. Yeah, and that's where there's a fuel station in here. There's just one of those pay on the wall type deals. There's a dairy there, and you get a cool pie, and then there's toilet block here. So you do what you need to do, and then carry on through, and then you work your way. There's a bit of forestry action going on. Come through here. There's some pretty cool flowing sections, some decent ruts. There's typically a bit of mud. I don't know what it's going to be like this year because it's been so dry, but all through the Lammerlaw. And then yeah, this is the Serpentine section. So there's a challenge section, which is, I guess, through here. So you get to see, you go to the old Serpentine Church. I wonder if I can see it on this. Yeah, here it is. That's the Serpentine Church there. Some pretty gnarly ruts and stuff through here that are actually quite high, and there's normally a pretty decent mud. Oh, you can actually see it in here. Every year it's just full of water, so you just crank it through, and you'll get through there, no worries. But yeah, look at the. It's pretty neat, man. Where you get to ride. Carry on through. This is the main section. So if you do the bypass, you'll come through past that church, and the bypass just hooks around here. Get down through Moa Creek. Come back up through the Ida Valley, Oturuhua. And then you come through, and then yeah, you're coming. Go through here, Oturuhua, sorry. Come through here, and then you come up, and then you turn this way, and then you get to make a choice if you want to do the challenge section, which goes this way, or the bypass. So both are really awesome. If you don't want to do river crossings and potentially get wet feet, especially if the river's high and there's been a lot of water, then if you're on a really big bike, go this way. If you want an adventure and have some fun, come up through here because it's flipping awesome. Lots and lots of river crossings, but you're just working your way up here, which is wicked. If I can come in here and turn it. But yeah, and then you work your way up to the Marama Saddle. A really good photo op. You can then come across and you can see Mount Cook and stuff, which will be maybe. Yeah, look at that view. It's pretty amazing. That's what you get to see. But then yeah. So you drop down. I'm just trying to get to the. There's the Marama Saddle there, but I was talking about then. You drop down, come back through to Marama, and then you work your way all the way back. Looks like this year we're not going through Black Forest Station, so normally you'd work your way and you'd go across the dam and you'd work your way up through here, and then you'd go through and you turn off at the campground pretty much, and hook up back through over Mackenzie's Pass. But you're going to go right back and then up the Hacker all the way, and you still got Mackenzie's Pass, but typically you would have gone through Black Forest Station, and then basically you can see the road there working its way through, and then jump back in. Last year Matt and I actually turned off, and we went from Omarama and we rode up through to Twizel, and then cut through across in here, some cool river crossings, and then went up this road. But we didn't want to do the long, just up the Hacker. We wanted a bit of fun, so we'll see what we do this year. But yeah, you come through, it's nearly ending. Come up over the Mackenzie Pass, and then you just work your way back down to Fairlie. So yeah, so that's 1400 k's over 3 days. You can see here, these are the fuel stops. So the longest section where you need to be able to last with gas is 210 kilometers. Sometimes, some years, we've seen a lot of people run out of gas in this stage. They get over to that Omarama Saddle, but and I run out of gas. But that is the 2024 Dusty Button. From what I can tell, I may be wrong, but I believe it's pretty much cut and paste of the tracks that we did last year. Okay guys, so hopefully that was interesting. It's probably a bit of a long video, sorry, but I wanted to be able to just go through myself and see where the track went this year. Looks like it's the same as last year, pretty much identical. I can't see anything that's different other than the section that we did last year because of, I'm not actually sure why, it might have been a fire or something, but up under the Lammerlaws there was a little bit of a detour that we did last year. I think we do the normal way there, and again unfortunately we're not going through Black Forest Station by the looks. But see you later. My next video, most likely I'll be in Fairlie putting in new tubes and tyres, and I've got a little tip. No, maybe it's not a tip, maybe you'll go, what are you doing that for? But we're trying out something different with the tubes this year, so I'll show you then. So take it easy and we'll catch you later.